In the field of transportation, humans invented a cart named sledge, which was mostly dragged by the domesticated animals. But even this reduced the problem of transportation to some extent. Sledge was successful but only on plain surfaces. Sledge used to get stuck easily even in the light rough roads. Later on, humans put extra wooden cuboids on the right and left side of the sledge. Now, as compared to earlier, sledge used less force as well as less friction. The invention of dragging wheel was one of the major changes in the field of transportation. Later on, the dragging wheels underwent many changes. The biggest features of these dragging carts were it could work on land surface, snowy region and deserts. These dragging carts also could easily float on water. The constant modifications made the dragging wheels the most important part in the field of transportation. The rotating wheel accelerated the means of transport, which was gained easily by applying a very little force compared to earlier. To make a rotating wheel, a skilled person needed, and after finding the exact center of the circle, the axle had to be fixed. Initially, these rotating wheels were spear-shaped. It needed more force sometimes, but they used to move forward even on the rough roads. Later on, these wheels were flattened from left and right side and made circular. These rotating wheels worked only on ground. And even today, these spinning wheels are an important part of transport. After the invention of rotating wheels, humans needed something to protect themselves from the shocks of the carts. The mattress made of straw were also not very effective. Humans began making vehicles from the bamboo for long journeys, which used to give less shocks than earlier. Later on, the shaking was further reduced by the joining several layers of bamboo altogether. The carts were still shaking, but the shock was less than earlier. With the increasing size of vehicles, bamboo became increasingly used in making vehicles, because at that time, bamboo was the only way to avoid the jolts of travels.